Hi, good day, doctor. I'm Tarisana Ganesan. Today I'm going to present the project which titled as Plant Wellness Check using Deep CNNs. As an introduction, as we all know, agriculture is very crucial part for national economic and also it's heavily dependent on productivity, especially for the food industry. And to detect the disease that occur to the plant is very important in the agriculture field, and accurate prediction of plant disease can minimize the economic loss and also can cure the leaf as soon as possible, and it can be detected in early stage as well. So in this research, the intention is to use CNN model, which is to uh, extract the image processing technique and then produce the result as how the plant condition is actually, whether it's good, whether it's healthy or non-healthy. So this slide presentation will take into the detailed steps of the experiment. So move on to the related work. There were several research happened in past where they have used some kind of techniques, some kind of model which can read the image and predict the result. So for example, Chowdhury used efficient net B70 to extract the feature of images, and he provided some outcome for his research. Mainly, he trained the model to differentiate between healthy and unhealthy tomato leaves, and he utilized plant village dataset, which is publicly accessible. Following with Chauhan, the research also is mainly for classifying the image as image was a good healthy leaf or non-healthy leaf. They used field plant data set which has 50K plus data, and they have done some manual annotated under the guidance of plant pathology to guarantee the image quality, and also the result outcome need to be very precise. Okay, and the third article was involving 100 images which was taken from real world setting, and they used some publicly available data, and they used CNN model to extract the feature, and they study the automatic plant diagnosis and detection. Okay, so the overview of CNN is generally it is used for image recognition purpose, and it is very useful in the study of ranking of feature for categorization. Whenever we input an image, it will sequentially transform it into a hierarchy of characteristic maps using learned filters. So that's the overview of CNN. So the problem statement in this project highlighted as there were several gaps in the previous study, such as the requirement for more accurate images of plant leaves to get the best result. Meaning the data set which used in previous study was a small or medium, which is approximately 9K images was used, and it is not enough to do the research, and it cannot provide an accurate result. So in that case, what we are doing is, in this investigation, we increase the size of data set to 20K, and plant images, more realistic plant images were involved. Okay, and the intention is to enhance the accuracy of detecting plant condition and classifying them as healthy or ill. So the objective, as I mentioned in previous slide, to develop a deep learning model to categorize images of plants into disease group and also non-disease group. So the data set we retrieved from Kaggle, which is around 20K data, and it's publicly available data. So that 20K was split into 3 sets. So this process called as data preparation step. So the 3 sets of data is train, validation, and test. Train is containing 70% of data from 20K images, and validation test was equally distributed for 50% of images from the main resource. Each of these tests, each of these sets will have two subfolders, which is disease and non-disease. As a next step, data preprocessing is being taken, which is the technique involved was resizing, color mode conversion, label transformation, data shuffling, aspect ratio preservation. Why this is important is it can enhance the image quality, consistency, and it can train the model well. So in image resizing, what happened is the image is shrunk to 1 to 8 into 1 to 8 dimension because it will maintain the image integrity and prevent loss. Okay, and color mode was set to RGB color mode to ensure consistent channel representation. And label transformation was performed to convert each image label to binary levels. And data shuffling is important, and it was taken care because then only it can randomize the image order during training, and this will increase the model's ability to learn from a range of instances. So this is a visual flow of system architecture. So starting with plant leaf data set, the data set splitting happened. It was splitted to three sets: training set, validation set, and test set. Training and validation will go through data pre-processing right before training the model, deep learning model. And the test set also will go through data pre-processing where when the performance assessment occur. So at this stage, we will assess our deep learning models performance, and at the end of the stage it can provide the plant leaf image classification whether it's it's in good condition or not in good condition. Okay, so CNN model architecture was used in this experiment. We use a sequential technique, and there are several layers involved in CNN model architecture, starting with input layer. So this input layer is to used to adaptable filter for pattern recognition of the inputted images, and the specification set it as 32 filter, 3 into 3 kernel size. Padding was set as same, and ReLU activation occurred. Following with the next layer is max pooling layer, which will reduce the spatial dimension without losing information, and the parameter set it as 2 into 2 pool size, stride of 2 to address overfitting. Following with fully connected layer, it will translate high level information for classification. And the last layer is softmax layer, which will normalizing score into probability distribution. So this one will help the model to classify plant images into healthy or diseased group based on the probability. So this is the visual representation of CNN model architecture that I explained just now. So when the image is inserted, convolution and pooling layer will taken care where the feature learning actually occur at this stage, and moving to the classification stage where flattened fully connected softmax will occur. So as a final outcome, the model will determine the leaf is disease or non-disease. So this is the evaluation accuracy visualization of our testing of our experiment. So the epochs number is set at to 40. And if you see the training and the validation reached score 1 approximately at maybe 26 or 27 epochs and started to stand still. So What does that mean is the prediction is started to be more accurate at epochs 27. Okay. Okay, so performance metrics was done using validation data set. It was calculated based on the validation data set, and the table is produced here for the precision, recall, F1 score, and support. Precision is to provide extensive evaluation of a classifier performance, and recall is for a higher recall can indicate classifier effectively detect the larger number of positive images, and F1 score measure both recall and precision, which provide an accurate assessment of the classifier performance on the validation data set.
Next, I will demo the plant disease detection. So as a first step, I will click on the browse button and it will bring me to the test folder. The test folder has two subfolders, which is disease and non-disease. First, I will demo from disease folder. So I will randomly pick one disease leaf and then open it here, and the system will predict the answer, the output as disease. So next I will check for the validate for the non-disease one. I will go to the non-disease folder and randomly pick one non-disease leaf and then open it here, and it can say the predicate as it is non-disease leaf.
So next, future work. There are some future work can be added to this study. For example, the future study can include alternative data set or new data set for the experiment, and they can also use a specialized system or mobile app to recognize and categorize plant leaf condition. So that kind of future work can be taken care or is possible to work on. Okay, as a conclusion, early diagnosis of plant health condition is very important as it can impact agriculture business widely. So as the study focuses on the key concept of determining plant health condition and classifying it into two categories, which is healthy and non-healthy. So to test that, we used a CNN based model, and it involves many layers to produce the outcome as whether it's a impacted leaf or a good one. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.